This is a natural earthen pond, meaning it's got no liner.
30 tons of boulder and probably 15 to 20 tons of just gravel.
All right, where are we in Michigan? What part?
New Boston.
New Boston, Michigan, with Aaron from ABC Lawn Care that recently started adding water features, right?
Right.
And this customer, you Googled Aquascape,
Yes.
and you got onto our website, and I said, don't take a big job on for your first one. And you're like, oh no, this is a big one, but you came to the Aquascape Academy.
I did.
Link below, learned how to do it, and then you knocked out a beautiful water feature, right?
That's right.
All right, let's check out another Aquascape ecosystem water feature. All right, so this is really cool. For your first big project as a lawn guy, you put a waterfalls onto an existing body of water that the homeowners just wanted to get the sound of a waterfalls and the circulation.
Yes, just mainly sound of the waterfalls, the view of it. The circulation wasn't as
Just the aesthetics.
important. It was the aesthetic.
Okay, so here's what I have to ask, a question for a lawn guy. This is definitely not cutting grass.
No.
Okay, how fun was it for you to tackle this project?
It was way better than cutting grass. I had a lot of fun doing it. It was a lot of learning, but
Very creative, but you did it right. You came to the Aquascape Academy, you went on, found Aquascape, and you tackled a very big project for your first thing really right out of the gate and did a good job. And here's the big question, are they happy with it?
they love it.
This is a natural earthen pond, meaning it's got no liner. They use blue dye so that they don't get the algae growth. It's doing perfectly. And now you got a brand new pond that just got done last year.
Last year.
Okay, so a brand new water feature just got done last year. They've got some crosses up there, which is part of their decorations. They're religious, but absolutely, how many tons of stone did you use here?
30 tons of boulder and probably 15 to 20 tons of just gravel. All right, so when we started this project, we knew we needed a 54 or 60 foot liner, and it was going to be 20 feet wide to create all the areas for the stone to be in the water. We needed the underlayment. We started to bring the excavator up. We obviously have this pretty steep berm, so we really needed to, prop up the excavator with the front dozer blade in some of these areas. But we dug out from up here. We dug out as we came down, but ultimately we started building over here. So you build from the top or from the bottom up. But this area we dug into the berm, and this area we had to build up with topsoil and, obviously plants and stone. But yeah, so we brought in the boulders. I think we brought in about 35 tons. I think I said 30 before, but I think it's 35 tons that we used, and gravel and excavator to set the stones, the big ones anyways. And then we used forks with a loader on some of these areas to bring in the other lighter stones. But some of these stones down here are they call them 4-foot stones, and they're about 2,000 pounds. They're the bigger ones that are down at the base. And so those definitely you need to set with straps. So we got 5 pumps on this, 5 12 PN pumps. We're pumping about, 50,000 gallons of water over the falls. waterfalls. It's about 20 feet wide here, 54 feet long. And some of these stones up here are accent boulders underneath the crosses. We brought in plants. These bigger green plants here are lavender, and the purple plants that aren't flowering quite yet, they flower more in the fall, are called dazzleberry sedum. And then we just have some grasses to accent.
It's so awesome to see homeowners who are creative. 98% of homeowners put a fountain in the middle of this pond and it wouldn't look nearly as beautiful or sound nearly as good. Every time I see an earthen pond like this with an irregular shape, 9 times out of 10, I see a fountain in the middle. Very rarely do you see a waterfall. This just got built. When it gets landscaped, it'll be even looking that much nicer, and they can see it from their house and they can even hear it from their house. This is how more people should be taking earthen ponds and making them not only look aesthetically better, but if you put a wetland up on the top, it would even be clearer and cleaner as well. This is a beautiful example of what an aquascape waterfalls could look like on an earthen pond. I love my job.